Hey guys, welcome back to the TohirT channel. TohirT is here. I hope you had a fantastic week. I know, it's been another one of those interesting weeks, another week of lockdown video content. And today we're talking about the Storyblocks or Videoblocks as they've been known in the past. The use case for this website is very simple. Myself as a creator and a person who has a full-time job and a lot of family commitments, I do not have time to go and shoot my own B-roll. So when I need to spice up my video content, in comes Storyblocks. A website like Storyblocks allows me to download the third-party video content for free once I pay the annual license, monetize my videos with their content included, and with that improve the quality of overall storytelling that I'm trying to present. So I'm here to talk about the last few months that I've spent on the platform, the good, the bad, the things that they can improve on, and overall what I think that investment was justified compared to the fact that I can potentially just go and download stuff from YouTube for free. Let's do this. The very first issue that I encountered with researching Storyblocks was the fact that it's so hard to come across a completely unbiased reviews, because almost every single video that I found about the Storyblocks ended or started with, and I'm happy to let you know, guys, that this video is sponsored by, provided by, supported by Storyblocks. You cannot do that. I'm sorry. I totally get the fact that a lot of those creators, I'm sure, provided their honest opinion at the end of the day, and spoiler alert, Storyblocks is a good platform, but you cannot review or share your very much of promotional opinion about the product in the video that is supported by that product. That's called an ad. Watch this comment come back to bite me one day when I create my own sponsored content and people will be like, yeah, but you said that blah 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 blah. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. My point is, this is completely unbiased video. Trust me, the size of my channel did not justify Storyblocks to sponsor anything, so everything that you hear, the pluses, the considerations, the negatives that I'm going to describe are based on my opinion and my experience alone. And it's also worth mentioning that I focused on using the Videoblocks portion of it. So the Storyblocks has a few different layers. They have the video blocks, they also have the photo content, they have the audio content. I do not need music or audio content. For music, I'm using Epidemic Sound. Beautiful. Check out the video on Epidemic Sound. Freesound.org is a great platform to use the sounds that I cannot find on Epidemic Sound, and freesound.org is free. And well, for the photos, I use some of them, but not enough to justify a completely new subscription. So I purely focused on the video portion of their website. Okay, we set the stage. Now let's talk about pluses and minuses. First and foremost, let's get the top and most important item, the content itself. It's great. It's totally a plus. You can find content on various topics. You can find people sitting at the table looking at the charts. You can find people on the sofa listening to music or playing a musical instrument. You can find something a little bit to a more specific use case. And hey, I had to put the last one in simply because I don't want to judge you, but you will not see that kind of content advertised in Storyblocks commercials and ads online. But who knows, maybe you're a creator who needs that kind of B-roll. It's up to you, my dear creator. Do whatever you want with it. I'm here to talk about the tool itself. The format is a great plus. For me, at least at my level, they have plenty of 1080p videos. They have plenty of 4K videos. It perfectly fits my use case. And I can easily find things in MP4 or some of the other Windows media formats. One thing worth mentioning here is that if you're a pro level consumer, in meaning that you plan to use it for some documentaries, for like Netflix movies and things of that nature, you might have a harder time finding the ProRes quality or the right codecs for you to go color grade and match it with the rest of the footage. Storyblocks definitely has the formats to match the prosumer level, someone like myself who is semi-professionally doing the video content, but at the higher tiers, you're probably better off creating your own footage at that point. You have the equipment, so why not? Why would you come to Storyblocks for that? The price segment was a great segue into talking about a few considerations, a couple of considerations you should have in your mind. Number one, the content itself is great. The diversity of the scenery leaves some room for improvement. Primarily what I mean by that is that you can find plenty of people sitting at a table reading charts or people sitting at the desk doing work. It's way harder for you to find something like a 4K 120 frames per second footage of, I don't know, bird flying or a waterfall. And I totally get it. I don't hold this against Storyblocks. At the end of the day, when you think about the type of people that they attract and the type of content that they get from the third-party creators, it's hard to find a lot of those who have the cameras to produce that level of content. And as I mentioned in my prior segment, is that if you are at the pro level, you're probably better off going and creating your own. But if you have a particular corporate or business case scenario, you will be all set. Unmatched content is another consideration. I noticed something throughout my work with their content on Storyblocks is that from video to video, the lighting setup, the colors that they use, the intensity of the colors, the intensity of the light can differ greatly. And it's tough when you start looking for particular content to match a topic and you have to use a couple of different creators. When you put them all next to each other, they look completely different. I know maybe I'm asking too much, maybe it's a tall order, but at the end of the day, I promise to be honest, and my honest opinion is that this makes it a little bit hard for me sometimes to use their footage, because when I have to put a couple of B-rolls next to each other, it starts really jumping at you in terms of how different each scene is. You can work around it. You can potentially do some color adjustments. And I would personally prefer to get more footage in the raw format where I can actually color grade it and even match it with how my video looks right now. But right now it's not possible, and it's definitely a consideration for you to make. For the next positive, I'll put a product manager hat on for a second and say that UX, great. I love how very clear and visible it is. The moment you search for a particular footage, it right away gives you a preview of different variations of the stock footage that they have on that particular topic. You can hover over and get a preview of the footage. You can click on it and see the full preview in its entirety. You can also look lower down into the section where they showcase either the videos from the same creator or videos of similar kind on a similar topic, which is greatly helpful, especially when you start thinking about matching content and you want, for example, to find content with the same model. Well, frequently what I notice is that when you open the video, they will show you the video by the same creator, and frequently those creators, when they worked on that B-roll, they use the same model and they ask her to like play a guitar, look at the computer, listen to the MP3 Oh shit. Ah, damn it, that was a spider. No, that was totally a spider. All I saw was literally just like something over my eye. It's hard to gross me out, like Jesus, but I don't know. Insects sometimes do that for me. Where was I? Okay, that lower section of the page showcases to you other options from the same creator. And it is great, as I said, it can give you a few different additional options from the same creator using the same model in case you like the quality and you like the model, but you just wanted to do something different or use a different kind of content in a different color or her dressed in a different outfit. But it does vary from a creator to creator. I've seen some creators who had dozens upon dozens of videos uploaded to Storyblocks, and I've also seen people who only uploaded one video with one particular model and that was it. Another thing for you to consider in the consideration bucket, the advertisement of AE templates, some Premiere templates, and a few backgrounds. Yes, the keyword here is a few. I know that Storyblocks on their homepage, or where you just check out their trial version, they advertise it heavily and they say, hey, besides just regular B-roll and stock footage, you get also these 2 or 3 things. Well, the selection is very limited. In my experience, I only found just a couple of things there that I thought that, hey, yeah, that actually looks pretty good and it can be useful, but I would not use the After Effects, by AE I mean After Effects, Premiere Pro templates, or some of those backgrounds. Although, cool fact, with today's work from home culture, if you have an application that allows you to replace the background when you have a video call, the backgrounds that you download from Storyblocks work perfectly. I used one on my calls and it works pretty well, and people even commented, they were like, hey, your background looks pretty good. So, you know, just your side comment to address the current environment. But other than that, again, I would not use it as a primary decision-making factor when I'm deciding whether I want to invest money in Storyblocks. Finally, we'll close with another positive: green screen content. Yes, I do love the fact that Storyblocks has plenty of footage where you have green screens on the TV screens, green screens on the phone screens, tablets, green screens on laptops, and just entire backgrounds made out of green screen. Why would you care? Well, it allows you to replace that green screen footage with whatever footage you want. You can potentially put yourself in one of those pieces of content or Storyblocks content inside the green screen Storyblocks content. Yes, you can, my dear creator. Yes, you can. In summary, I had a few very positive months with Storyblocks. I do enjoy the quality of their content. I think it perfectly fits my use case. I'm time constrained. I don't have time to go run out and create B-roll. And for this year, one of my criteria for improving and stepping up the quality of my footage was spicing it a little bit up and having less of this and more of additional content to illustrate my points. And you probably noticed if you've been on this channel long enough that the past few weeks the videos primarily used a lot of the content, and that content came from Storyblocks. What do you guys think about the Storyblocks? Do you think the Storyblocks offering fits your needs? And what are other creator-friendly websites that you would want me to review next? Share your thoughts, links in the section below. Exciting stuff. I must say, I enjoy my time with Storyblocks, but I do want to re-emphasize that you have to test for your use case. Don't rush and just spend money on it. I know how easy it is to spend money on this kind of stuff and on the equipment when you are in a creator. So you have to be way more budget conscious, and you have to weigh in the use case, how much you can get from that website, and is there an alternative free solution? You work hard for those dollars. I don't want you to go and just waste them, especially if what you're trying to achieve can be fully replicated by just leveraging the fair use laws. But at the end of the day, all those are just tools. You're the creator, you own your own content, and trust me, as a person who grew up in a third world country, you can create amazing footage, amazing content without any access to the tools like Storyblocks. Thank you very much, guys, for stopping by. If you're new to this channel, go ahead, hit the subscribe button and check out the videos in the backlog. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you very much for stopping by. As always, let me know in the comment section below what you thought about this video, and I will see you all next Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern, on this very channel. I know it's been only a couple of weeks under the lockdown, but tell me if you're like me. I already start to forget what it was like to be in the crowded spaces. When I see the crowded spaces on videos, I almost like, why are you guys doing? Why are you hugging each other? That's the kind of feeling I have right now. But I try to do my best and take advantage of the time at home. I'm getting my son into Star Wars. He's more interested in droids and spaceships, but we're getting there. Marvel will be next. I'll keep you guys posted. Until then, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.